general.
So this, I think, is essentially a political maneuver to please the taxpaying middle class. See, the economy has been slow, and the government's attempt to increase the growth rate by stepping up capital expenditure in the last budget hasn't really panned out. The growth rate was 8.2% the year before, and this year it is coming down to 6.4%, in spite of the stepped up capital expenditure or a stepped up capital outlay, which the government actually failed to spend entirely in its entirety. So, if your economy is slowing and the world economy is in trouble thanks to Donald Trump's plans for a tariff war with the rest of the world and the consequent problems this will create for interest rates in the US and consequentially around the world, uh, there is going to be a serious problem with growth. So, when growth is in a bigger issue, you need to keep people happy by giving them a tax cut. So that the government has delivered. Now, I hear many people talking about this consumption boost having a major multiplier effect and, increasing economic growth. The fact is that this entirely, the giveaways in terms of income tax concessions amount to 1 lakh crore, which is 0.2% of GDP. Now, you have compressed the total expenditure of the budget by nearly 0.4% of GDP. So the additional boost is actually negative. If you look at including the tax concession from the government expenditure side in the budget, the total demand boost is actually minus 0.2% of GDP. So, and you have no concrete plans for increasing investment to boost growth. And now they are talking about PPP, about which I can speak later. So, since there is no effective remedy for slowing growth, but still you have to keep people happy, at least those who are already employed and paying taxes by giving them concession, the government has chosen to do that. I don't see this as any fundamentally, transformative kind of a move or something that will boost growth.
So, TK, just to, as a follow-up question, you said that maybe because this can be a political move because of the Bihar election coming. But if this were actually a political gimmick, then what actually stopped the government last year when you had this central election, to give this kind of benefit, because at that point of time, it would have made much more sense than this time because the government is already formed. So it would have made more sense previous year when they had a vote of account budget. So what prevented them? Because at that point of time, finance minister was very much cautious in terms of keeping fiscal deficit under control, and therefore the consumption boost that we see happening in terms of tax concession did not happen last year, but this year. So how do you react to that?
What changed in between are the election results. The government was riding a strong wave of political support and it was confident that it will come back to power regardless of how they fared in the budget. However, the slogan of Chaso Pa, that they'll get more than 400 seats, completely failed to materialize. So this has made the government realize that it cannot take the voters for granted. So
Okay.
you need to win their support back by seeming to give some concessions. So see, all these reams of paragraphs on developing the rural economy, MSME, all this is actually meaningless. Do you have any mechanism to ensure that small and medium enterprises are actually paid for what they produce and supply in time? As of yet, none. Your factoring service, there is an electronic platform called Trades. You haven't been able to make even state government enterprises fully on board on that
Okay,
platform.
I'll come to that MSME and the other things, but let me come